Sebastian Rogers was last seen 631 days ago. 631 days ago, you guys, almost 2 years. His biological father, Seth Rogers, spoke out in a YT live stream last night, and for those who missed it or just want to recap, I'm going to basically summarize everything that was discussed. So he started off by thanking everyone who has been keeping Sebastian's name and face in the media, as well as people who have been passing out his flyers and hanging his flyers up. He asked people to stop going outside of Katie and Chris Proudfoot's house and trying to harass or stalk them. He said that even though he's hearing that they no longer live there anymore and that someone else lives in that residence, he still doesn't feel like people should be doing that. He said that he doesn't have problems with people driving by his residence and taking photos of his residence, but Chris Proudfoot does, and people should just not do that for their own safety and for theirs. He said that right now there is one detective on Sebastian's case, that is Brandon Carter, but he has also learned that Brandon Carter is really busy in court with other cases. So even though Brandon Carter is on Sebastian's case and he's the only detective on Sebastian's case, he has many other cases that are putting Sebastian's case on the back burner. And Seth would like to know what they have done thus far in this case, and he would like to know why Sumner County Sheriff's Office won't let go of this case so that other professionals can come in and begin investigating. Because in his opinion, it feels like Sumner County Sheriff's Office knows something and is trying to hide it. And it also seems like Katie and Chris Proudfoot know something and are trying to hide it. He does end up reminiscing a little bit about when Katie was pregnant with Sebastian and how he was by her side the entire time and that Sebastian was late. He was 5 days late. He expressed his frustrations with the fact that Katie will not communicate with him unless Chris Proudfoot is there speaking on her behalf. He said that Chris Proudfoot was not Sebastian's father. He was not like a father figure to him, and he can't seem to forget the fact that when Sebastian was first reported missing, one of the first things that Chris asked Seth was, "What are you going to do if this goes south?" And Seth says that that has stayed with him because it's just such an odd comment that he would have been asked. And I agree, why was Chris Proudfoot immediately thinking the worst, immediately believing that Sebastian was not going to come back and that this was going to go south, when Seth was there under the impression that they were going to find him quickly? Seth said that even though a lot of time has gone by, he still tries to remain optimistic that his son is out there and that one day he will be reunited with his son. He's just asking that people continue sharing Sebastian's name, face, and flyers so that maybe we can reach someone who saw something, who heard something that may not necessarily know about this case at the moment, because a lot of people still do not. Now, Seth believes that we need to fight for change in the political ways because right now the people in positions of authority and power who were voted in do not seem to care about the missing children, not only in Tennessee, but in this country. He also said that law enforcement agencies, people at the top of those, aren't even communicating with one another, something that he told Sumner County Sheriff's Office was never relayed from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office to the TBI. So it's just a big jumbled up mess. Now, Seth says that he's working on trying to get an appointment with the FBI. However, it's taking so long because the FBI seems to be focused on other things at the moment, but he is actively trying to get a meeting with them to see if someone else can take over Sebastian's case. He says that he has not been in contact with Dog the Bounty Hunter or At Night recently, but he is in contact with someone that is still speaking to the FBI on his behalf, and he said that the FBI is still getting tips every single day, though those tips are obviously not producing anything of relevance to Sebastian's case at this time. He did discuss how shirts are being made with Sebastian's FBI flyer on the back with a QR code that someone can just scan with their phone and immediately submit a tip. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He's just frustrated. He's drained emotionally, mentally. Even though he's not online on YT Lives, he is still advocating for his son behind closed doors, and he's trying to make the necessary changes behind the scenes so that we can get some answers in his son's case. What do you guys think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please continue sharing Sebastian's face, his name, his flyer, and these videos. I think that one day we will find out what happened to Sebastian. We will find out where he is and by the hands of who, but we just need to be persistent. We just need to continue advocating for him.